Hello and welcome to Smaulgld's Perth Mint Gold Sales Update for the month of August 2017. Perth Mint Gold sales in August topped the U.S. Mint Gold sales again. Perth Mint sold a modest 23,130 ounces of gold in August, but that easily topped the U.S. Mint Gold sales of 6,500 ounces. Keep in mind that the Perth Mint is a much smaller mint than the United States Mint. It is a regional mint out in Western Australia. The United States Mint is the mint for the entire United States with a population of 330 million. Despite that, the Perth Mint Gold sales topped U.S. Mint Gold sales for the 6th month in a row. We're going to take a look at a chart. That is unusual. That's never happened before. The U.S. Mint always sells more gold than the Perth Mint. Gold sales at the Perth Mint in August were 58% from August sales of just 14,684 ounces. So you see, Perth Mint sales are okay. They're decent. They're better than the U.S. Mint. So something is definitely going on in U.S. retail sales because the U.S. Mint is really selling next to nothing, and the Perth Mint is selling decent amounts of gold. And as we'll see tomorrow, when we do the silver sales, they were down, but of late they have sold a decent amount of silver as well, and the U.S. Mint silver sales are also down. So let's take a look at some charts here. So you can see these better on the Smaulgld site. Go to smaulgld.com. You can check it out. You can always find the silver, the gold. The stories are all there. I also put a link below so you can find the charts better and look at them on the website. So Perth Mint Gold sales in August, so you can see they're not down. They're down from this peak period. This was a record period for the Perth Mint, and they're better than August last year. So they're okay. There's no alarmingly low sales at the Perth Mint. They had a really strong period, record sales this period right here, and they've dove down a bit. But July and August are generally low months, so selling 23,000 ounces of gold in August is pretty good. Compare that to the 6,500 ounces that the U.S. Mint sold in the form of 1 ounce American Gold Eagles, and that's pretty bad. So please consider making a donation to Smaulgld. Please become a patron. You can donate via PayPal. You can sign up Patreon right there. There's a link below this YouTube. There's a link below this VidMe, and there's a link below this BitChute. Smaulgld is now on 3 different video platforms. Take your pick. If you don't like any of the 3, you can always go to one of the others. Also, you can see here the August sales they're low, but they're nothing out of the ordinary low. They dip once in a while. You can see it's not unusual for the Perth Mint to have sales of 20,000 or so over the last 3 or 4 years. So nothing out of the ordinary, but nothing shockingly low either. Now let's take a look. By the way, if you want to buy Perth Mint gold coins, they're generally 4.9s. You can get them from SD Bullion, BGSC.com, and Money Metals Exchange through the links on the Smaulgld site or also below this YouTube. And you pay no more nor less than you visited those sites directly, and Smaulgld gets a small commission. If you do indeed buy gold through those links, not investment advice to buy gold, but if you're going to, you've done your research, check out the dealers that we have links to and compare pricing and shipping. Maybe you get yourself a good deal. Now, Perth Mint, just so you know, is a refiner of gold. So they've generally been more of a gold shop than a silver shop. Last year, we'll talk about this tomorrow, they introduced that Perth Mint silver Australian kangaroo, and that's a bullion coin, so they're becoming a bigger silver seller as well. But they are largely been known as a gold refiner and a maker of gold coins. They also make the planchets too. That's why when there was the silver shortage in 2015 for the Canadian Mint and the U.S. Mint, where they outsource the making of those blanks, those silver blanks, where they then stamp their own coin on them. The Perth Mint makes them, so they didn't run out, and that's why they were able to very quickly get a design up, throw that kangaroo on the back and then the queen on the front, and get those coins out pretty quickly to meet demand. So they're a full service mint. And you see they generally sell 25 more ounces of silver to gold, which is pretty low. I mean, the US Mint, we've seen when the US Mint was really cranking out the silver eagles was over 100 silver eagles to one gold eagle. But the Perth Mint, they're selling a much lower ratio. They sell less silver than the US Mint, and now they sell more gold than the US Mint, which is pretty amazing. Let's take a look at these are all the numbers. I'll probably delete this next time you see it. So if you're interested in looking at the individual numbers and the datas of each month of how much the Perth Mint sold silver to gold, how much the US Mint sold silver to gold, I'm just going to produce this kind of chart here so you can see. This is the Perth Mint US Mint gold sales. Blue is US Mint, and I just go back to July 2016. They always sell more. See, they always sell more. The only time they don't sell more is when they close the mint down after a week in December. But generally, you could see, even when Perth Mint was having those record years right here, September, October, November, December, January of 2016 and 17, the US Mint still outsold them. But look at this, what starts happening in February. Perth Mint almost tops the very poor February US Mint sales, and ever since then, March, red, April, red Perth Mint, May, April, June, July, August, all Perth Mint outselling the US Mint. Not because the Perth Mint, as you can see, by its own averages is breaking down the records. No, they're selling about what they normally sell, even a little lower, but they're outdoing the US Mint. Look at that. This is unbelievable. April, May, June, July, August. Horrific sales at the US Mint, allowing the much smaller Perth Mint to outsell it. Gold silver ratio, gold still over 75, over 70. You want to see the gold silver ratio. Look at historic charts. Go here, silver. Oops, scroll down a bit. Go to gold, I think is, yeah. Then go to the gold silver ratio. And you can see that ratio over time and also live. I think I also have that chart. I think I keep it, yeah, right there on a daily basis. You can see where it is, and then from here you can actually get to, if you click here, you can see the larger and historic gold silver ratio charts. I'll show that to you in a second, like that. I think that's all we got here for today. Tomorrow, I think we'll do the gold buffalo sales at the US Mint. Horrific sales there. We should have Shanghai Gold Exchange will come out tomorrow. As soon as it comes out, I'll post that. And the People's Bank of China also might come out tomorrow as well. So we'll see if they have, again, not added any gold to the reserves. They haven't added any since October 2016. Doesn't mean there's not gold going into China. There's plenty of it. It's just not going to the People's Bank of China. And then later in the week, we're going to talk about this gold-backed yuan. I have some thoughts on that. We'll probably do them as part of the weekend review when we get to that. But I'm not sure that's quite a big deal as they're making it out to be. Hold that thought, and well, there you go. Donate Bitcoin. Yes, please donate Bitcoin, Litecoin. Donate anything you have of value. Thank you very much for listening.